Well, for some more analysis on this conflict, which, as I've been saying, is entering a 7th month this Wednesday, I'm joined here in the studio by our international affairs editor, Angela Diffley. Angela, it's now 6 months since Vladimir Putin ordered his forces over Russia's western border. Just where are we at now?
Well, compared to the expectations 6 months ago, not at all where we might have expected to be. Vladimir Putin expected to enter Kyiv fairly rapidly. There are reports that he had counted on about 3 days. He intended to install a puppet government. The CIA obtained some of the operational plans, gave them to Kyiv, and the Ukrainians have put up this phenomenal resistance ever since then. So what was expected to be a lightning war, certainly on the Russian side, and generally by observers, it was expected to be a pretty easy win for the Russians. Don't forget, only a few years earlier, in 2014, the Russians took areas without too much obstruction. And in fact, we've seen this extraordinary resistance. Next to that, as well, you can look in a wider context of what has happened over these last 6 months. NATO has been significantly strengthened by this. That probably was not what Putin hoped would happen. And something else which was pretty much unthinkable 6 months ago was that the European Union is now an official, the Ukraine is now an official candidate to join the European Union. So a lot of geopolitical also moving of the tectonic plates, if you like. It has been a remarkable 6 months. The Ukrainians have inflicted about 60,000 casualties, it's estimated, on the Russian side. That was, again, unthinkable looking back. That said, the Russians have made gains. They've increased trade and, to a certain extent, their partnerships with both India and China. They now control 20% of Ukrainian territory, and the Russians, of course, have a large population. They can hold on for a very long time. So the Russians are in it for the long term.
And Angela, if we are to look ahead now, just how might this conflict develop?
Again, very hard to predict. We've seen in recent days that the Ukrainians have bombed ammunition depots just inside the front line, the Russian front line. They have also attacked installations in Crimea. So there have been some new developments, and there are reports of a counteroffensive to try to liberate the city of Kherson and around there. Kherson is one of the main gains that the Russians have made. Also that seafront area along near Azov, the Azov Sea, that is another significant gain made by the Russians. So the Ukrainians are launching, it appears, some kind of counteroffensive. They are expecting some grim atrocities today. It is, of course, their Independence Day, 31 years since the liberation from the Soviet Union, and 6 months exactly to the day since the beginning of this war. We'll see what happens today.
OK, Angela Diffley, thank you very much.